Why didn't somebody invent these earlier? What a fine day to worry about whether my glasses are gonna fit in my new motorcycle helmet. Again. This video is sponsored by the magical Flying Eyes. More on them in a second. So a couple of months back, I made 2 videos on riding with your glasses. I've been riding with glasses since day one. I never really even considered getting LASIK or riding with my contact lenses. I found I'm most comfortable in my glasses and I don't really want to change. So if me wearing glasses isn't going to change, something else is gonna have to. Today I'm going to give you 5 helpful tips for riding with your glasses. Fogging is a problem, and I'm gonna act like I didn't just huff and puff in this helmet right now for like 30 seconds to get my glasses to fog up for that shot. But I promise you, if you ride in colder temperatures, you have to do none of that huffing and puffing. You just have to breathe normally and your glasses will fog. How do you even combat that? The first thing you have to be mindful of is the temperature that you're gonna be riding in. If you ride in winter, and I'm talking like 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, your glasses are gonna fog up. Almost no matter what you do. You could have an anti-fog coating on them, you could do all the tricks that they tell you to do for getting your glasses not to fog up, and they're still gonna fog up because you're breathing inside of your helmet and that warm air immediately is going to condense onto your glasses. To get around this, you have to keep your visor up and make sure all of your vents are open. This is really important when you're not moving or when you're moving at very low speeds. Once you get up to a higher speed, you can close your visor and pray for the best. Or what I like to do sometimes is just leave it open. You can probably see here on the Icon helmet that it's not fully closed because of the locking mechanism here preventing it from closing all the way, but this would be a good technique to use in the winter. Now, if you're riding in a little bit warmer weather, let's say 50s, this might not be such a big problem for you and you can probably get away with using some of the other techniques for making your glasses not fog up. I've heard many versions of this, including using toothpaste on your glasses, wiping them with dish soap, letting them dry, and then buffing it out. Some people suggest bar soap instead. Personally, in the past, I've just used those anti-fog sprays that you can put on your glasses, and I can't find my little bottle right now, but I'll put 2 on the screen that I've tried in the past before. You can find them on Revzilla's website. Another tip I've found useful is that if you know the route that you're taking to get to someplace, try to avoid going through stop-start traffic so that you don't have to stop as many times, and every time you stop, your glasses will fog up. It's better if you can pick a route where you're just continuously moving. Now, in the 2 other videos that I've made about riding with your glasses, I always inevitably come across somebody that says, "Why don't you just wear contact lenses? It's so much easier." First of all, the title of the video is riding with your glasses, not contacts, so get out of here. But no, really, contact lenses are not that great for riding. Yes, I wear contact lenses too, but not while I'm riding, and I'll tell you why. The one time I decided that I was going to wear contact lenses, I went on the highway, I had my visor down, and somehow I still got dust inside of my helmet. I'm talking just regular road dust. This wasn't me riding in a desert or anything. Anyways, if you get any kind of particles in your eyes while you have contact lenses on, it'll scratch them. And then in turn it'll scratch you because they get stuck on the contact lens. So anyways, I had to pull my visor up and try and dislodge that little particle that got into my eye. And as I'm doing this on the highway going 60, my contact decides to roll to the back of my eye. Now it's in the back of my eye, my other eye is starting to water too. I can't see anything. I need to pull over to the side of the road. And I'm sitting there on the side of the highway in my rearview mirror trying to, like, you know, stretch my eye out so I can get the contact lens out of my eye. And after struggling with that, I eventually got it out of my eye, but I didn't have my glasses with me, so now I had to ride home with 1 contact lens in my eye, so I was riding like this. That was great. I didn't want to take the other contact lens out too because I'm pretty blind, so that would have been more dangerous. But ever since that incident, I decided contact lenses and motorcycles are just not for me. So that's my response and story to everyone that says, "Oh, just wear contacts, it won't have any problems." No, you will. You will have problems. So if you choose not to wear contacts, chances are that you're gonna run into one of several problems if you decide to ride with glasses. 1, they're not going to fit comfortably inside the helmet that you already own because that helmet is probably not designed for glasses. Most of them aren't. 2, it's going to be a tight, uncomfortable fit and they may not be sitting on the bridge of your nose. And if they're not sitting comfortably on the bridge of your nose, you're going to get what I call bouncing vision, which is whenever you go over any bumps, they're going to do this. And your vision is going to be bouncy. It's annoying. You know those muscle massagers with like the foam balls at the end? Okay, put one of those. If you want to know what I'm talking about, take that, turn it on, and just like put it up to your head. And the vision that you get when you do that, that's what it's gonna look like when your glasses don't sit comfortably on the bridge of your nose. I learned and noticed this one time when I was rushing to get out the door because I was about to be late for a date. And I said, okay, I'm taking the bike, let's go. I was like, okay, helmet on, glasses in, and just go. Yeah, and on that ride at night, just this the whole time. And that was with this pair of glasses, with this one. I'll talk about the differences in a second. So if you don't have a pair of glasses that sits comfortably inside your helmet, or that you can take some time to adjust it before you rush off on your motorcycle, then you're gonna get bouncing vision. A third problem you might run into when wearing your glasses is getting pressure points in your temples. This is again because not all helmets are designed to fit glasses, and if you have glasses with thicker side frames, they might end up pushing against your temples, which is exactly what happened to me with this pair and this Icon helmet. Not with this pair though. So that point actually brings me to today's video sponsor, Flying Eyes. And I'm wearing one of their prescription glasses, the Otis pair, right now. This is a company that originally started making glasses for pilots because they wanted something that would fit comfortably under their like giant headsets or headphones that they wear to like listen to air traffic control and whatever else they listen to up there. And some of the glasses that the pilots were wearing were breaking that seal around their ears, so it was very loud and it was getting hard to hear. So they needed glasses that would keep that seal from the headphones around their head tight. And then motorcycle riders found their product and said, we need this. And they were right. And so Flying Eyes accidentally discovered a market niche that they didn't know they had. They sent me this pair of glasses, and it is prescription, to ride with and try out. So I started thinking about how I could promote them, and I was writing down like, okay, I need to make sure I talk about all these things about these glasses. And as I was doing that, I decided to stop. This is the kind of product that doesn't really need much marketing to sell itself. As in, it needs enough marketing so that people know the product exists. But once people know about the product and they see what it is, they're like, this is exactly what I needed. If you watch my first video on riding with glasses, I talked about a problem that makes most of our glasses feel uncomfortable inside of our helmets. And that was that a lot of glasses that we have in stores have really, really thick side frames that don't fit well in our motorcycle helmets. But the Flying Eyes pair doesn't have that problem. There is precious little real estate between your temples and the padding of your helmet. That is, if you get a helmet that fits your head properly. Because if you don't do that, you have bigger issues in glasses anyway. But yeah, sometimes you don't have the space for this thick side frame. And it gets even worse if you buy glasses that are a little bit too wide. I would say these ones that I usually ride with are a little bit too wide for my face when it comes to riding with them in my motorcycle helmet. I like the design of them and how they look on my eyes, but for riding motorcycles, they're not that ideal. And it's pretty much the same deal with this pair, again, thick side frames. The Flying Eyes pair solves that problem, but it solves an additional problem. These guys are bendy. And look at the curvature of them. They follow your head naturally. One of the problems that I had with glasses like these and the ones that I'm wearing is that you can find a space for them if you like wiggle them around enough in your helmet. Sometimes you find a comfortable spot, at least for short rides, but you can't bend them to your head. So what happens is this part of the glasses hits the back of the helmet and then it has nowhere to go. Like, you can't push them back further because there's nowhere to go. So that leads to them sitting off of the bridge of your nose, leading to that bouncing vision I was talking about. Or it creates pressure points. With these though, even if it hits the back of your helmet, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just bends. It just bends however you want it to bend. I mean, this has been hands down the most comfortable pair of glasses that I've ever ridden with. And I would say that even if they weren't sponsoring me.
Dang, you guys, this pair of glasses, once you find the position, it slides in like butter, and I can't feel that I'm wearing glasses aside from where they touch my nose. Like, I can't feel them on the temples at all. That's not something I can say about my other pair of glasses. And this isn't the only helmet that they feel good in, or rather, they don't feel like anything. I tried them in different helmets at the Revzilla store when I went up there. I tried them on the Icon Airframe Pro that I have. Here I'm riding in the Stedici Strata 2. They're all good. I don't get bouncy vision with these either. Like, if I go over bumps, and let me tell you, with the stiff suspension that I have on this bike, any bump feels like a giant pothole. And it rattles my brain, but it doesn't rattle my vision. Now, this wouldn't be a fair review if I didn't say one bad thing about, well, two bad things. I guess they're not really related to the functionality of the glasses. The glasses themselves are great, but I wish they had more styles. For prescriptions, I think their styles are kind of limited. Like, from what I was seeing, they had like one pair of glasses that was marketed towards ladies. From the prescription section, and I didn't like how they looked at all. So technically these are guys' glasses, but whatever, get what you want. There's no such thing as guy or girl glasses. The other gripe I have with these is that they are pricey. I mean, you get your money's worth for sure, 100%, but if you have like eyeglasses insurance, like vision insurance, you can probably offset the cost, at least somewhat.
But on top of that, check this out. Boom! You guys, I've never had prescription sunglasses. This is so exciting. Anytime I've gone on vacation or done like any kind of activity where I wish I had sunglasses, I've had to put my regular glasses on and put this bulky, these ones come with a bulky clip-on. Came with this mechanical clip-on, but it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good because it changes the shape of the glasses. Like it's not the same as the glasses. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it's not the same glasses anymore. Like they put the thing up there instead of down here, and it doesn't match the frames. I don't like this style. I don't really look good with this clip-on. Like, it's obvious. It's obvious that it's a clip-on. Like, that is not sleek and nice. That is a nerd trying to look cool. But these other ones, like, no. I'm part of the cool crowd with these guys. Can't tell. You can get these clip-ons in multiple different colors. Now, personally, I don't see myself wearing these clip-ons too often in my motorcycle helmet because, as you can see, my helmets all have tinted visors. But if you're blind like me and you do prefer a clear visor, then these are the ones for you. Like, this magnetic clip-on doesn't change the shape of the glasses, and it's sleek. Like, you can't really tell. Like, you can't really tell that it's not part of the glasses. Now, I decided that I was gonna ride with these glasses in the Icon helmet because this is the helmet that's been most problematic for me. As in, when I rode with this helmet and my thick side frame glasses, within 15 minutes, I wanna say, I had pressure points and I had to just stop riding. So I wanted to see if that was the case when I was wearing these glasses, and no, it is not the case. These glasses on, it's comfortable, no problems. The other helmets that I wear on a daily basis, the Stedici Strata 2 and the AGV Corsa R, those ones I've broken in more, so those can fit glasses like this, but I still have to wiggle them around, and they still can get uncomfortable if I don't spend enough time to try and find the right position. And with this pair of glasses specifically, in almost any helmet that I wear them, they never sit on the bridge of my nose, and I always get a little bit of that bouncy vision. They're letting me do a promotion for you guys. It's 10% off any pair when you use the code Lali and use the link in my description. I will also leave all the details on the pair that I have linked down below. One more thing I wanted to mention about them, they will likely be considered an out-of-network provider with your vision insurance. So for my vision insurance, all I have to do is submit a form to them saying that I got the frames and the glasses and this is how much they cost, and they reimburse me a percentage of that cost. But they also told me that you can use a health savings account to pay for them if you have that. They also do sell a try-on kit if you want to try out different styles to see what they look like, because you can't see on their website what they're gonna look like on you. If you live near an eyeglasses store or an airport, it's worth going online and using their location finder to see if you can just go in and try on a pair. One more tip for you guys for riding with your glasses, and then a viewer submitted hack on one of my other videos that I didn't try out because I didn't think it was gonna work, but it does sound like it might work. My tip is, if you're starting to ride and you haven't gotten a helmet yet, or you want to buy a new helmet, pick a helmet that's designed specifically for glasses. These helmets will usually have space at your temples to fit a pair of frames. I made an entire video where I show you a database of helmets that I put together specifically made for riding with glasses. All the helmets should be available to buy through Revzilla. There's more details in that video if you want to go check it out. And finally, the viewer submitted hack. I would have never thought of this. Someone said to take a zip tie, basically put it in around your helmet and then like tighten it so that it pulls your helmet padding away from your temples and leaves space for the glasses. Let me tell you why I didn't try that. When I first heard it, I thought that's genius. It's a great idea. But then I thought, well, a zip tie will pull all sides of the padding equally. So that means in addition to pulling your helmet pads like away from your temples, it's also going to pull them front and back. So you're gonna end up with just like a scrunched up piece of padding. I'm not gonna try it because I have a solution now to my problem, flying eyes. But in the spirit of me loving to MacGyver things, I figured I would mention it. I know us blind riders are a pretty big community, so if you have another helpful tip to share with your fellow blind riders, please leave it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, Spicy Squad, and I will see you in the next one.